tired of my Uncle Alan threatening me, and I know you guys don't do anything if it's just a threat. So I made up a story to get my Uncle Alan arrested before I even knew he was in prison.
When everyday life twists into the unthinkable, law enforcement is thrust into moments that test every instinct. In one instance, a vehicle became a weapon on a crowded Toronto sidewalk, leaving terror and devastation in its wake.
Sorry, 33, 32, calling?
Yeah, I'm heading over to 32 to help them out where they want me.
The last location I had is Young, south of Beecroft.
Meanwhile, in Arizona, a man's frantic call drew quite a lot of attention that ended badly for him.
Who were they? What did they look like?
One guy was like 50s, really long black hair and in a braid.
White, black, Hispanic?
Years.
And you think they were both in their 50s?
Roughly about 50s.
Roughly in their 50s? Okay.
These are the cases where uncertainty reigns, and every detail captured by officers brings the hidden story to light.
So right now you're going to be under arrest for false reporting.
We told you some information about us having videos. Changed your story to fit that. I mean, you know he's been in jail though, right? Well, he's been in jail. No way he could have done it. He's been locked up.
Okay, who's in foot pursuit and where exactly are you?
On April 23, 2018, police in Toronto, Canada responded after a rental van was intentionally driven onto a busy sidewalk along Yonge Street, hitting several pedestrians.
He's going to Beecroft, just south of Shepherd. Okay, who's in foot pursuit and where exactly are you? Heads up!
3322, I'm heading over to help them and see where they want me.
Sorry, 33, 32, calling?
Yeah, I'm heading over to 32 to help them out where they want me.
The last location I had is Young, south of Beecroft.
Q43 needs a unit here at Parkville. Multiple victims being ambushed ASAP.
The suspect, later identified as Alek Minassian. The attack left multiple people deceased and injured, making it one of the scariest vehicle attacks in Canadian history. On that day, following the devastating attack, Alek Minassian was escorted to the police station and brought into the interrogation room, where detectives began questioning him about the events and his motives.
And I'm one of the senior investigators on this case. Okay, I got called in for this specific case because of what's happened and the involvement and everything else that's been going on. Okay. Before we get started, I want you to know that we're being videotaped and audio taped.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean by that?
Yes, everything I say and do is being captured.
Exactly. Yeah. On audio and video. Okay. Now, here's what I want to do, Alek. I want to talk to you. Okay. We're going to spend a good deal of time together. Okay.
Okay.
It's important that I talk to you. All right. I'm going to ask you questions. Okay. I'm going to ask you questions about your background, your education, your relationships with your family and friends, work, travel. And I'm going to ask you questions about what happened today. Okay? You don't have to answer those questions if you don't want to. Okay? You understand that?
Yes.
But if you do decide to answer my questions, okay, I just ask that you do two things for me. Okay? First thing is I ask that you treat me with respect. Okay? I promise to treat you with respect throughout the entire night. Okay? All I ask is you do the same for me. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. And the other thing I ask, Alek, and I've been doing this a long time, okay? And I typically never have any problems with people or anything like that. I don't expect to have a problem with you today, but if you do decide to answer my questions, would you do me the favor and just speak from the heart? Okay? And just be truthful. That's all I ask. Does that sound fair?
Yes.
Is that okay? Okay. Now, my understanding is earlier today there was an incident, and you ultimately got arrested by a police officer. Do you remember that?
I do remember getting arrested.
Okay. Do you remember it was a uniformed police officer who arrested you? So in other words, he was a police officer in a uniform?
Yes, I remember he had a uniform.
Yeah, okay. And I know there was a bit of an altercation. We'll get into that. But basically, I just want to kind of cover off a few points before we get started. My understanding is that that incident, the time that you got arrested, you were on or near the area of Yonge Street earlier today. Is that right? And a police officer told you that you were going to be placed under arrest. And he placed you under arrest. Do you remember that?
I remember that.
Okay. Do you remember what he arrested you for?
I believe I may have been arrested for something similar to.
Okay. I believe it was originally you were arrested for attempted, and subsequent to that, the officer placed you in handcuffs. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, and then he placed you into the back of his car. Correct.
Correct.
And then you were transported, or you were delivered here in a police car to 32 Division.
Correct.
Do you remember that? And following that, you were taken into the building, and you spoke to, I believe it was a gentleman, and he's known as a staff sergeant. He would have had 3 stripes on his shoulder with a crown. He would have asked you questions about your medical history, whether or not you were.
Alek Minassian recalled being informed of his legal rights after his arrest, including access to a lawyer or free legal advice, and remembered hearing the formal caution while in the police booking area.
I remember being read the signs on the left-hand wall stating my rights.
Okay. So you would have been read either at the time you were arrested, or certainly when you got into the police station, you were provided your rights to counsel. Is that right? So it would have been something like this. You're going to be arrested for attempted. It's my duty to inform you that you have the right to retain instruct counsel without delay. You have the right to telephone any lawyer you wish. You also have the right to.
Now I'm starting to come back. Yeah, I remember.
Okay, let me just finish here because it's important to understand this. You have the right to telephone any lawyer you wish. You also have the right to free advice from a legal aid lawyer. If you're charged with offense, you may apply to the Ontario Legal Aid Plan for assistance. 1-800-265-0451 is a toll-free number that will put you in contact with a legal aid duty counsel lawyer for free legal advice right now. Do you remember that?
Yeah, now I remember that.
Do you remember the officer reading you that?
To be honest, I encountered various police officers. I don't remember which one read me that.
Okay, all right. But nevertheless, you were read. We call that a caution. You were read that caution.
Yes, actually, now that you mentioned the word caution, I do remember hearing the words primary caution and secondary caution.
Okay, great. Okay, that's interesting because not a lot of people can remember those words. Okay, so that's what I read you is what we refer to as a primary caution. So you don't. Let me just get this straight. You're not sure if you remember the police officer reading you those rights, or if you were read that primary caution in the building. Is that right?
Actually, I'm pretty sure I was read the caution inside that room within the building with the camera and the desk.
Right. So we call that the booking hall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you know what? Do you know what it is that I just read you? What was read to you when you were inside the booking hall? Do you know what that means?
I believe, to my best understanding, it means, as you said before, the rights that I have, my right to counsel.
Right. Do you know what counsel means?
A lawyer or attorney.
Perfect. Exactly. Yeah. So what that means is actually a couple things. It means that you can call a lawyer. One means at the time you were placed under arrest, you were being placed under arrest for attempted. What that primary caution means that you can speak to a lawyer, okay, or we call it counsel. If you don't have a lawyer or counsel of choice, it means that you can call a free lawyer. And we call that duty counsel or legal aid. Okay. And the 1-800-265-0451 is a toll-free number that you can call to speak to duty counsel or legal aid for free legal advice. Do you understand? Do you understand what that means?
Yes.
So basically means you can call a lawyer. If you don't have a lawyer, you can speak to a free lawyer, right? What it also means is that if you were charged with an offense, so if you're charged by the police for a crime, and you can't afford a lawyer, okay, you can apply to the government to pay for your lawyer. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. And we call that legal aid. Okay. Now, my understanding is the officers then provided you a secondary caution?
Yes.
Okay. It would have been something like this. You're going to be charged with attempted. You're not obliged to say anything unless you wish to do so, but whatever you do say may be given in evidence.
After being secured and briefly checked, he was escorted under close watch, the atmosphere tense as he entered the building.
Are you asking if I in any way confessed?
Well, I'm asking if you yes, if you confessed or if you made a statement at all to any other police officer.
I never made any significant statement about any events that occurred before I was arrested.
Great, okay. So if you did have any conversation with any police officer prior to being brought into this room, all right, and that includes making a statement or a confession, okay, I want you to ignore what you've said, okay, and I don't want you to refer back to that conversation, okay, and what I mean by referring back, I don't want you to tell me about any conversations you've had with any other police officers, okay? What I'd like to do is start fresh and call this a clean slate.
Okay.
So from here on in, okay, I want this to be a fresh start.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Pretty straightforward, eh? Okay. Now, when the officer arrested you, did he put handcuffs on you?
Yes.
Right? And my understanding is the handcuffs were behind your back?
Yes.
Okay. And he patted you down? Did he? What I mean by that? Did he search you?
I remember being searched. I remember later on, as other officers came in, I was stood up, brought to the cruiser, and then as I was leaning on the car, I remember at that point I was being searched.
Okay, all right. And so, as far as the search is concerned, to what extent were you searched? In other words, what did they search? What did the officers do?
It was a pat down of the entire body to make sure there was no weapons or anything like that on me.
Okay. And how do you know that they were searching for weapons and things like that?
Because I remember they were searching my pockets. They were feeling my chest, my back, my legs. So that would be an indication that they felt I had weapons on me.
Okay. Did the officers say anything to you while they were doing this?
I don't remember exactly what they said.
Okay.
Other than just stand still.
Okay.
On the lines of that.
Did anybody tell you that they were searching for weapons?
I do remember, although I don't remember the exact words, I do remember there was a mention of being searched for weapons. They may not have been speaking directly to me, but they may have been speaking to each other.
Okay. Did they take your clothes off?
No.
Did any part of your clothing come off?
No.
Okay. And so then from there you were placed in the car?
Correct.
Okay. All right. And how many police officers were in the car while you were being driven to the station?
Two.
Okay. And I'm presuming they were both in the front?
Yes.
Okay. And did you have any conversation with the police officers?
No.
Okay. And then you arrived here at the station?
Yes.
Okay. And how long of a drive was that?
About 10 minutes.
About 10 minutes. Okay. And did it appear to be a direct route?
Yes.
In other words, they didn't stop for coffee or anything like that? Or?
No.
Okay. All right. And then you came into a garage?
Yes.
Okay. We call that the selling port. That's what we refer to that as.
When asked about his personal life, Alek Minassian remained largely silent, offering little about his family, leaving much of his world shrouded in mystery.
My understanding is your dad's not working. He used to work for Rogers, but he's out of work right now. but he's looking for work. Is that right?
I do not wish to confirm or deny that.
Okay. Your mom works for CompuGen. That's a computer company. Is that?
I do not wish to answer that.
Okay. All right. Are you in any kind of relationship right now with an intimate partner? I mean, do you have a girlfriend or a?
I do not wish to answer that.
No. Okay. All right. What about friends? Do you have a group of friends that you typically hang around with?
I do not wish to answer that.
You don't wish to answer that. If I was to say Jeffrey Wan, would you know who I'm talking about?
I don't recall that name.
Jeffrey Wan, W-A-N?
I don't recall.
You don't? Okay. What about Brendan Levine?
I don't recall.
Okay, all right. Do you know a fellow by the name of Michael White?
I do not wish to answer that.
Okay, all right. Okay. What about Michael Transer? Sorry. Yeah, Tanzer. Michael Tanzer. Do you know Michael Tanzer?
I don't wish to answer that.
You don't? Okay. Do you have a Facebook account?
Yes.
You do, right? Yeah. Am I correct to suggest that the name of your account profile is your name?
What I will say that it is correct to assume that most people have a Facebook account with the same name as their real name.
Right. And do you have any other online social media accounts?
That is my only online social media account.
Okay, so you know what I mean by social media? I'm talking about like
Facebook, Twitter, etc.
Yeah, Instagram, Snapchat. What are some of the other ones? I'm trying to think. I'm old. I'm 51 years old, so I can't. You young guys have.
Yeah, we know all of that.
The different technological ways of communicating. What are the other ones?
Alek hinted at occasional online activity and reflected on a past period in the Army where he explored infantry training and weapons, though that chapter remained unfinished.
When you say you're on Facebook, what do you mean by that?
I simply mean that I'm occasionally signing in to use it minimally.
Okay. So when you say using, is that are you posting stuff on your web?
It could be
profile?
posting, or it could be private messaging another individual on Facebook.
Oh, I see. Okay. And what kind of stuff do you typically post on your Facebook?
There's no specific pattern as to the type of content I post.
No. It's just random stuff, depending on whatever you're thinking of the day, or.
You could think of it like that.
Mm-hmm. And messaging, or what kind of conversations are you typically having on Messenger?
I don't wish to answer that.
Oh, okay, all right. Am I to understand that you've had some military experience in the past?
Yes.
Yeah, man. Okay. Was it in Canada? I'm assuming?
Yes.
Yeah. And my dad was in the military. My dad was actually in the Navy. He joined when he was 17 years old. And in fact, he wasn't 18, so he actually had to have his parents sign off to give him permission to join the Navy. But, so in the military, we have the Air Force, the Navy, and the Army. Which one were you part of?
Army.
In the Army, okay. All right. And where did you join? Here in Toronto?
Yes.
Oh, really? And what made you decide to do that?
I wanted to try something new. I wanted to see what it was like to join infantry.
Really? Have you thought about pursuing the military as a career?
I had thought of it at the time that I had joined.
Right. Okay. And were you thinking about doing like enlisting, or were you thinking about being an officer and going through the officer cadet program, or what?
I had enlisted.
You enlisted. Oh, I see. So it was in the Army. And what particular, I know there's a number of different. Is it professions or a number of different
trades?
Trades, yes. What particular?
I
trade
was
were you?
infantry.
Oh, infantry. So you'd be if called to task, you'd be the fellow on the front line,
Yes.
charge into the enemy and
Yes.
just getting your hands dirty at the
Yeah.
pointy end of the stick. Eh? Is that is it?
Yeah, as per the trade description.
Oh, okay, right on, right on. So specifically, so within the infantry, did you have a particular you wanted to develop, or was it just?
I was interested in learning how to use weapons.
Beautiful. Okay.
Specifically, large guns,
So large guns is in what? Like
such as rifles.
Oh, okay. So you're not talking about howitzers and cannons, right? You're talking about like
Yeah, because those you can actually hold in your hand.
Right, right. So what type of weapons would the military, the Canadian military, be training their members in? Because you know what, I play a lot of Call of Duty, right? Have you ever played Call of Duty?
Unfortunately, that game isn't realistic. However, I never made it far enough in my basic training to guns, so I don't know what type of guns the military uses.
Oh, okay. What makes you think? I thought Call of Duty was. Well, I know that the scenarios aren't realistic, but like the weapons they use are realistic, aren't they? And the camo and the uniforms and stuff like that.
Unfortunately, the logistics of how the weapons are fired
Right.
Are not realistic in real life. For example, there's a lot of recoil when firing a rifle.
Right, right, yeah.
He outlined the general layout of a familiar building, hinting at the entrance and the route inside that led to a spot he tended to favor, without giving exact details.
If I was to walk into the library, where would the doors be to the front entrance of the library?
They would be very close to the southeast entrance of the S building of Seneca at York.
Okay. And the S building contains the library?
Yes.
Okay, and the southeast entrance, and then you'd walk
Then
in.
you would, as soon as you enter, you would turn left, and then when you walk, then you'll see the entrance to the library on the left-hand side.
Oh, I see. Okay. Draw me a picture of what the library looks like. Have a seat there. Have a seat.
The library?
Yeah, or where the computer is.
That's essentially the
Getting old.
the main layout.
So I'm looking at this. That's north. The top of the page is north, east, west, and south.
Yes.
Okay. And where's the entrance? The northeast corner is the entrance.
Yes.
And this
this is around the corner where I where I prefer to sit when using their computers.
Okay. Put a circle or a square. How would you show me where the
I would put it here. It's not actually the very northeast corner because the actual northeast corner has a bunch of Macs. I'm using the most northeast Windows computer there.
Okay, just put computer beside that. Right. Okay. Do me a favor, just sign the bottom there so I know that's yours. So you're kind of a fellow of habit. You've got a routine. You stick to it.
Yes.
Okay. And the computer at home, where's that located?
It's located in my room.
Oh, okay. What type of computer is that?
The discussion touched on past violent rebellions, fueled by anger and resentment, aimed at certain groups. He acknowledged online conversations with others, hinting at shared plans without revealing specifics.
What happened in the Elliot Rogers uprising? What did he do?
I know he used a gun as well as a vehicle to convert the life status of certain individuals to a status.
Right.
Only to carry the message that incels can't be oppressed.
Right. So it was an act of rebellion.
Yes.
And it was out of frustration and anger.
You could call it an incel rebellion.
Incel rebellion, exactly. Right. Yeah. Okay. And how many lives were converted from living to
6?
6 in total. Okay. And he used a vehicle in that as
Yes.
well, as part of the process of converting these lives.
Yes.
And was anything else? Did he do anything else?
I know he used a knife
Right.
for his first 3 years.
For his first 3. Okay. All right. And then what about Chris Harper Mercer? What did he do?
He used a gun for all of his.
For all of his. How many people did he?
I believe it was either 8 and 10 injured or 10 injured.
10 injured. Okay.
It was one of those 2.
Okay. And were these fellas active on 4chan?
Yes.
They were. Have you ever communicated with these fellas?
I actually have, as a matter of fact.
Who did you communicate with?
Both of them, actually.
Really?
We used code names, actually.
Okay. What were they?
Elliot Roger was named Valtharion.
Valtharion.
Yes.
How do you spell that?
Valtharion.
Okay. And what was Chris Harper Mercer's name?
Space Robot.
Space Robot. One word or 2?
One word.
One
Camel
word.
case.
Camel case.
That means the S and the R were both capitalized.
Oh, I see. Okay. And what was your code name?
Xbox Lightside.
Xbox Lightside.
All one word.
All one word. Camel cased?
No, only the first letter was capitalized.
The X.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And so, what did you discuss with these guys?
We discussed our frustrations at society and being unable to get laid, and we were plotting a certain timed strikes on society in order to confuse and shake the foundations, just to put all the normies in a state of panic.
Okay, and who would be a normie?
Normie means normal people. That would be anyone who is considered to be normal by the unfair standards of society.
But not the Chads or Stacys. Chads
and Stacys are actually above normies, or at least they think they're above normies.
Of course, yeah. Okay, all right. So is it fair to say you've got Chads and Stacys up here, normies down here, and then you've got celebs who believe that they are being repressed? Incels, sorry.
Yes.
Incels who believe they're being suppressed or repressed, yes. and so as a result, to even the playing field.
Yes.
They convert the Stacys and Chads from living to and to
so
make
that we come out on top.
Yeah, more than so. Is there so the targets? Who would the targets for this uprising be?
All of the alpha males.
All the alpha males. So the Chads.
Yes.
So those are the people that you want to.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And who else?
Any of the Stacys who do not wish to give their love and affection to the incels.
So they're a target as well.
Yes.
To be.
He spoke of private online exchanges with a troubled individual in 2014, sharing mutual frustrations and hints of a looming plan, with encouragement from others in their circle.
So you're saying things that I'm not familiar with.
Sorry.
What's a Pepe the
but he's a mascot on 4chan.
He's a mascot?
Yes.
Oh, mascot on 4chan.
Yes.
And
I was using a metaphor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's actually worshipped quite frequently.
Oh, okay. All right. So going back to the conversation with Chris and Elliot, you're talking to these fellas. Now, when are you having these conversations? When do these conversations start taking place?
Obviously before their massacres, because they're both now.
Right. Okay. And then once you learned of so it was Elliot who was first in 2014.
Yes.
So what did you and Elliot talk about? I find you very interesting. I do, and I find this fascinating. But I want to make sure I don't go too fast. who did you have conversation with first? Let me ask you that.
Elliot.
Elliot. So how did you learn of Elliot?
Because we private messaged each other on Reddit after I saw one of his posts, and we just talked about each other and got to know each other, and we found each other very interesting. We both had the same frustrations at society, despite being separated by distance so far apart.
Right. Did you ever visit him?
No, but I wish I could have.
Yeah. Did he ever come and visit you?
No, but I wish he did.
Yeah. Did you ever communicate outside of 4chan? Did you ever communicate on anything else outside
Reddit
of 4chan?
was the first place we communicated.
Oh, okay. And was it Forever Alone?
Yes.
In that subgroup?
Yes.
Okay. And did you ever communicate on any other medium or platform?
Other than Reddit and 4chan, no.
So you didn't Skype or call on the phone or anything like that?
No.
Okay. So how long does this conversation with Elliot? So when specifically? You may have mentioned it. I wasn't listening. When specifically did you first contact or have contact with Elliot?
January of 2014.
2014. And when did you stop having communication with him?
As soon as he was deceased.
Okay. So his act, I know, took place in 2014, but I wasn't aware of the exact day. What day was it?
May 23, 2014.
May 23rd. Yeah, you said that. So when did you last speak to him?
May 20.
May 20th. And so what did he tell you?
He told me that he has to go. He is on a very important mission, and he might not make it back alive.
And so what did you say to him?
I kind of had an idea in my head of what he was planning, but I didn't want to think it was true at the time. So I replied and said, I wish you good luck with that.
Right on. Okay. And was there anybody else in this conversation?
It was a private conversation.
It was a private. Okay, so there's nobody else speaking?
No.
Okay. And you can have private conversations outside of 4chan?
Well, like I said, it was a Reddit private message.
Oh, sorry. Forever Alone?
Yeah, because anyone can just private message each other since you have a registered account.
Right. Okay. So you can go on the forum and the threads and leave messages, and then you can speak to people outside of the threads privately?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just because I haven't been on these websites, so it's but I've heard about them, so I'm just trying to get familiarized with how it works. So was there as far as you're aware, was there anyone else involved in Elliot Rogers' mission?
I believe that he told me that other members of 4chan were giving him encouraging support so that he would have the courage to start his rebellion.
Right, okay.
According to his account, what had long been thoughts and fantasies slowly turned into a plan. Weeks before the incident, he arranged to rent a vehicle from the college library, then later drove into the city and carried out the attack.
Elliot, and then understanding his mission and what he had done, you began to become radicalized in terms of your thought process.
Yes.
Okay. And so what takes place next as part of this growing radicalization?
To be honest, the planning didn't occur until about a month ago. Most of it was actually just thinking and daydreaming.
Okay, all right. So the thinking and daydreaming, when did that start?
That started about a month after the rebellion in May of 2014.
Okay, so
in June I started thinking about this stuff.
And then that continued right up till about a month ago?
Yes, which is when I booked the van with the rider in order to use as a tool for rebellion.
Okay, all right. So take me through that process. What was going through your mind, and what were you thinking when you were doing all of this? What was going on?
I was thinking that it was a time that I stood up to the Chads and Stacys.
Okay. And then, so what happened? So tell me what takes place.
So I booked the van.
Yep.
And then I just simply wait until today.
Yep.
And then I go rent the van, and then I drive it, take it downtown to Toronto.
Okay.
And I just start using it as a weapon.
Okay. All right. And so when you say that, what do you mean by that?
Meaning the vehicle collided with several pedestrians, some of who are no longer alive as a result.
Right. Okay. Okay. And so that's a lot of information. Take me back to a month ago. You said this is when this whole planning started?
Yes.
Okay. So about a month ago, where were you at that point?
I was at Seneca College, and I decided to phone Ryder and book either a truck or a van with them. And they had a 10-foot van available, so I figured that this is perfect. I can it's big enough to have an effect, but not too big that I can't maneuver with it. So the van was the perfect medium size to use as my weapon.
Right on. Okay. So you're at Seneca?
Yes.
You said? And where specifically at Seneca are you?
I was at the college library when I made the phone call.
At the college library when you made the phone call?
Yes.
So the library that you just drew for me?
Yes.
Okay. And where were you specifically in the library?
These desks.
Okay. What you just?
It was actually my face was facing north.
So show me where you were.
I was sitting here, facing this way.
Okay, so you just put Ryder phone call. Okay, so you're sitting there, and this is about a month ago. What day specifically is this?
It was near the beginning of April, so it wasn't exactly a month ago. It was but almost a month ago.
He recounted sitting in the library scanning for the right option and settling on one that seemed trustworthy. A quick call from his phone secured a reservation under a casual pretext. The date set quietly in his mind, leaving the next steps hanging in the balance.
So you take the Lenovo laptop to your school.
Yes.
At Seneca, and in the library at the desk, you Google the nearest Ryder.
Yes.
Truck rental.
Yes.
Okay. And what made you decide to choose Ryder?
Because I had looked up some reviews online. They people were saying good stuff about them. Because I had looked at some other companies such as U-Haul, and people were complaining about them, saying that the trucks never arrive on time. The customer support is terrible. But people loved the Ryder.
Oh, okay, all right, okay, that makes sense. So this was just reviews that you'd read online that made you choose Ryder?
Yes.
Okay, can I ask why were you looking specifically for a truck?
Because it would be large enough to inflict severe damage.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so how do you contact Ryder?
By phoning them, basically.
And what phone do you use?
My cell phone.
Oh, okay, so you got a cell phone with you?
Yes.
All right, what type of phone is that?
Android.
An Android phone, okay. And that's an actual make?
It's either your phone's either going to be Android or iOS. My phone is Android.
What's the make of the phone though?
Asus Zenfone. Was it Asus Zenfone 4?
Okay, and where's that phone?
What do you mean by where?
Where is your cell phone right now?
It was confiscated.
Oh, so we have it.
Yes.
Okay, and what's the phone number to your cell?
416-836-9711.
Okay, and so you call Ryder, and from Seneca, and what Ryder truck rental? What's the address?
700 Cornerstone Road.
Oh, okay. And so what do you say to them? What's the conversation?
I just said, hey, how are you doing? I was interested in renting a truck. I told him that I wanted to just help a friend move furniture around.
Okay, all right. Do you remember the individual you spoke to?
I believe it was either a Matt or Mike.
A Matt or a Mike, okay. And what did Matt or Mike say?
that we do have some trucks available, and that we can rent them out to you, and that he asked me when I wished to rent it, and I said April 23, and lo and behold, it was available today.
Okay. Can I ask why you chose April 23rd?
I felt it would be more symbolic if I had completed my exams.
Okay, but apart from the 23rd, there was no other reason?
No.
So if you finished your exams on the 15th, it would have been the 15th?
It would have been the 16th.
Oh, the 16th, okay. All right. So how long is your conversation with the fellow from Ryder?
About 2 minutes.
Okay.
Because it was fairly quick.
Okay, all right. And then what happens? So you made this phone call. Sorry, let me ask you this. Did you reserve the truck?
Yes.
Oh, you okay. And what did you tell him in terms of reserving? How was that going to take place?
I said that we agreed that I could just simply pick it up.
Okay. Did you have to give a deposit or anything like that?
Yes, I had to give. It was about a $400 deposit when I arrived at the location.
Okay, but that's not till later.
Correct.
Okay, so you just reserved the truck. There was no requirement for you to give any type of credit card or form of payment?
Correct.
Okay. So you reserved the truck, then what happens?
Then I simply record the reservation, and then I go on that day to pick it up.
Alek indicated that his thoughts were largely consumed by what he had in mind. That morning, he went through familiar routines before stepping out, his mind occasionally drifting elsewhere.
I remember there was one poster who said he was from Edmonton and he would be planning a similar uprising in November 15 of this year.
Of this year, okay. And what specifically did he say in terms of what he was
He
going to
said, hey, thanks, man. You've given me great inspiration. November 15, Edmonton, the continuation of the rebellion.
Okay.
Those are his words.
Okay, I understand. Okay. And so that was the one thing you did to, as you were thinking about this and planning. What else were you doing?
While I was finishing up my schoolwork as normal.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
As I still have to worry about my schoolwork.
Right. Of course. Anything else?
No, nothing out of the ordinary.
So, in terms of your, in terms of the time that you spent thinking about this over that month, if you were to break it down into a percentage,
I would say 80% of the time was spent thinking about it, even while I was doing other activities.
You were thinking about it.
I was very preoccupied with it.
Very preoccupied with it. Okay. And in this thinking, what were you thinking specifically?
About how the foundations of the world would be shooken by this event.
Okay. And when you say that, what do you mean by the foundations of this world?
Meaning that I was fairly confident that others would be inspired to repeat the same actions as me, in basically just to overthrow society.
Okay. And so this, is there any other thought process going on?
That was pretty much the main thought process.
Okay. And okay. So then it comes to today or yesterday, the 23rd, right?
Because I guess midnight's already passed.
Yeah, exactly. So it was yesterday. So walk me through your day. You get up in the morning. What time do you get up?
At about 7.
About 7 o'clock? Okay, and then what do you do?
I have breakfast, I brush.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing unusual.
Right. And then what happens?
I check my emails, just to see if there's any school-related stuff or anything that, such as job offers, anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll go for a walk around the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to the Ryder location
Mm-hmm.
yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and just took the van
Mm-hmm.
and brought it out to Toronto, and then I committed this rebellion.
Okay, all right. So you get up around 7?
Yes.
Okay. You said you had some breakfast?
Yes.
You brushed?
Yes.
Okay. You go on your computer?
Yes.
What computer were you on?
Mac.
The Mac. And you said you checked some emails?
Yes.
Did you get any emails that related to this?
No.
Did you send any out in relation to this?
No.
Okay. So you're on your computer. How long are you on your computer for?
I'm on there for several hours a day.
Okay.
Just because mainly, since I'm a software developer anyways, I would have to use my computer anyways.
Right, okay. And then from there, you go for a walk?
Yes.
Okay. Now, where do you go for a walk?
Around the neighborhood.
You just walked around on foot?
Yes.
Okay. When do you leave the house?
Usually at about 8 a.m. after I've already finished breakfast and have brushed and everything.
Okay. And so you leave the house at around 8 a.m. and you just walk around the neighborhood?
Yes.
And what are you thinking about as you're walking around the neighborhood?
I'm just thinking about life.
Okay. Is your focus on your mission at all or anything like that?
Sometimes, but although to be honest, I'm not thinking about it 100% of the time.
Okay.
Sometimes I just try to, when I walk, I just try to clear my thoughts.
The detective outlined his movements that morning, following a careful route through the city to a quiet destination. At the location, he went through the motions, pausing just long enough before the next step quietly fell into place.
And so while you're playing this game, do you have a particular time in your mind that you're going to do this?
Well, the truck rental was or van rental was at 1 p.m.
Okay.
So, and I already had a Google Maps route plan. I left the house at 11:25. I took the bus to the rider location.
Okay, so you're at home. I just want to make sure I'm clear as to what was going on. So you're at home, you're playing some online video games.
Yes.
You knew that the truck rental was at 1 o'clock.
Yes.
So you leave the house at 12:25?
Yes.
Okay. And how do you leave the house?
No, sorry, 11:25.
Oh, sorry, 11:25. 11:25, how do you leave the house?
On foot, I walk to the bus stop.
Okay.
I take the bus stop. I take the bus very close to the rider location.
Okay.
And then I walk from where I got off the stop to that rental location, and then from there I picked up the van.
Okay, so when what bus stop did you catch the bus at?
I went on 85C westbound at my house, and then I transferred to another bus, which unfortunately I don't remember the number because I've only used that. That other route is not one of the main routes, so I don't remember the number.
Okay, so but where's the bus stop that you would have attended in order to board the bus?
The first bus was Bayview and 16th.
Did you walk to Bayview and 16th?
Yes, because it's only about 5 minutes from my house.
Okay, and so there's a bus stop there at Bayview and 16th?
Yes.
And I'm assuming we're talking about a York Regional Transit bus?
Yes.
And what was the name of the bus? The number of the bus?
85C.
85C. And which direction is that bus going?
West.
It's going west. On 16th? No. Yes, 16th?
Yes.
Okay, it's going west on 16th. So you catch that bus?
Yes.
And how do you pay to get on the bus?
Bus ticket.
A bus ticket, okay. And what time do you get on the bus?
At about 11:30.
About 11:30. So about 5 minutes from your house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then how long of a bus ride till you get off and get on the next bus?
It was about half an hour until the next bus.
Okay. So where do you get off the first bus? What bus stop do you get off of?
Highway 7 and Weston.
Highway 7 and Weston. Okay. And you board a second bus?
Yes.
And where did you board that second bus?
At that same stop.
Same stop, and you don't know the number of that bus?
I don't remember, unfortunately.
Okay, but it's a York Regional Transit bus?
Yes.
Okay. And so what direction do you head when you get on the second bus?
It went north, and then it went east again, and then it dropped me off about a 5-minute walk from the truck rental location.
Okay, so what street would that have been at?
I don't remember, unfortunately, because it was one of those small neighborhood roads, but it was very close to Credit Stone Road.
It was very close to Credit Stone Road.
Yes.
Credit Stone Road, what would be the major intersection?
I believe the bordering street was Pennsylvania Avenue. It was actually a neighborhood road. It wasn't a major intersection.
Okay. So Credit Stone in Pennsylvania.
Yes.
It was in or around that location.
Yes.
And from there you walk to the Ryder truck rental.
Yes.
Okay. And do you have your cell phone on you at this time?
It was confiscated. Oh, at that time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And the same cell phone that you just told me, the Acer cell phone.
Asus Zenfone 4.
Right. That phone.
Yes.
Okay. Do you receive or make any phone calls during that time?
No.
Okay. What about? Okay, we'll ask you that later. So you walk to the rental store or the truck rental store. What time do you arrive at the truck rental store?
At about 12:30.
Okay, 12:30. All right. And so you walk in, and what do?
I say, hi, my name is Alek Minassian. I'm here. I know I'm early, but I have a truck rental at 1. So then I end up filling out some forms, signing some stuff. I wait a bit, and then eventually I'm given...
He recalled settling on a vehicle that seemed just the right size, going through the usual formalities. Not long after, it was ready, and he moved toward the city, the next phase quietly edging into motion.
Why did you choose the van?
Because it was larger than a car, therefore large enough to be effective, but not so large that it made maneuverability hard.
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense. And when did you come to that realization?
I was thinking about it before before I made the phone call. I was thinking I need something powerful enough to be effective, but like I said before, and small enough that it's maneuverable.
Okay, so you were thinking about that before. Was this, when specifically did this thought process come into your mind?
About 2 days before I made the phone call.
Okay. So is it fair to say you reserved a larger truck, but then when you went into Ryder, after thinking about the logistics of your mission, you changed?
No, the van that I used was what I rented.
Oh, okay, all right, okay, okay. So you're at the counter, you rent the van. What does the individual, the salesperson say to you?
Well, he just asks me if I have my driver's license. He asks me for a credit card.
Right.
I use it. The card gets approved, and then he says, "Okay, wait here. I'm gonna get the van for you." And then about 10 minutes later, he has it for me.
Okay, so you produced your Ontario driver's license?
Yes.
Okay, and what type of credit card do you produce?
Visa.
And what banking institution does it?
TD.
So it's a TD Visa. Is it a particular brand of TD Visa? Does it have a particular?
No, it's just simply a TD Visa.
Just a simple TD Visa. Okay, and I'm going to ask, do you know the number of your Visa card?
I don't remember it.
You don't remember, okay. But it's in your name?
Yes.
Okay, so the fellow behind the counter takes your identification and the Visa card. Presumably he charges you for the rental?
Yes.
Okay, and how much was the rental?
I don't remember, to be honest. I remember I had to pay a $400 deposit.
Okay.
To be honest, I wasn't really paying attention to the cost because I knew I would be able to cover it anyways.
Okay, all right. Did you sign any documents?
I signed on a tablet.
Okay, all right. Were you given any type of receipt?
Yes, in fact, I put it inside a folder, which was in the van, which I'm assuming has probably been confiscated, as the van was probably searched.
Right. And so, where was the receipt in the van?
Inside some folder.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay,
it was next to the steering wheel near the coffee cup holders.
Okay. All right.
Same place where my phone and wallet were.
Okay. All right. So you've now paid for the van. You've signed for it. You've been given a paper receipt. And then what happens?
Then as I said before, he tells me to wait as he's getting the van, and so I wait about 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then he brings the van, and then I go into it, and then I take it downtown to Toronto, and I start using it.
Okay, so when you're presumably the van gets pulled up in front of the entrance. Is that?
Yeah, he pulled it up next to the building and
Okay.
he made it ready.
The detective walked him through the drive, focused on his plan, acting when he saw crowds, and stopping only as his view was blocked and officers approached.
And how long does it take you to get from Ryder to Yonge Street?
I went to Yonge, to the beginning of Yonge.
To the beginning of the attack.
Oh, to the near Yonge and Finch.
Yeah.
I would estimate about 20 to 30 minutes.
20 to 30 minutes. Now, what are you thinking while you're in the van?
I'm thinking that this is it. This is the day of retribution.
Okay. And anything else in your mind?
Just that. That's
Okay.
that's the only thing that's in my mind. It's just burning in my mind.
Burning in your mind.
Yeah.
Okay. And so let me ask you this, because this is really interesting. Why do you choose Yonge and Finch?
I didn't choose Yonge and Finch in particular. I was driving down Yonge because I knew it would be a busy area, and then as soon as I saw there were pedestrians, I just decided to go for it.
Okay. And so, where specifically were you, in terms of your specific location? Where were you when you just decided to go for it?
I was at some traffic lights.
Okay, where?
Well, actually, I don't remember. The only reason, in fact, if I hadn't, I remember some other. I had heard some other officer mention Yonge and Finch before. That's the only reason I really remember it.
Okay.
But otherwise, I actually wouldn't have remembered
You would
that
never
it's
remember.
yeah Yonge and Finch. I just knew that I started seeing a lot of people walking.
Okay. Am I to stand? Am I correct when I say that you knew at least you were on Yonge Street?
Yes.
And you knew that you were.
Because I specifically chose it beforehand. Because that's why. Because I even looked for that ramp from Highway 7 to Yonge.
Right. Okay. Okay. So, nevertheless, you're at a stoplight. You said.
Yes.
And now are you faced with a red light? You're stopped.
Yes, but as soon as it turned green, I started going.
Okay. And just walk me through this. Okay, step by step. So it turns green, and what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that this is it. I see all these people. It's time to go for it.
Time to go for it. And what do?
I floor the pedal.
Yep.
I speed the van towards them, and I allow the van to collide with them.
Okay. And then what happens?
Some people get knocked out of the way. Some people roll over the top of the van.
Okay. And then what happens?
I continue doing that until, in fact, actually, to be honest, the only reason I stopped my attack was because someone's drink got splashed on my windshield, and I was worried that I would crash the van anyway, so I decided, okay, now I wanted to do more, but I've kind of been foiled by a lack of visibility. So then that's when I turned right, and I saw the cops approaching, so I decided to pull over and get out of my van.
Okay. How long do you travel from the moment that you decide this is it, the light turns green, and you mount the sidewalk, is that right?
Yes.
To the time that you stop? How long in terms of a distance would that have been?
About two or three traffic lights.
2 or 3 traffic lights. Okay. So you turn right at what street?
I don't remember which street. I wasn't paying attention.
Why do you turn right?
Because there wasn't any convenient place to stop at Yonge, and like I said, that there was a lack of visibility on my windshield. I could hear the cops coming anyway, so when I turned right, there was a convenient place to pull over on the sidewalk.
Okay. Okay, and so you're now, you physically stop your vehicle.
Yes.
You physically stop. So you end.
The detective then turned to the end of the attack, noting a last attempt to provoke the officers. When it failed, he went to the ground and was swiftly restrained and handcuffed.
Okay, and so then what happens at that point?
I see a patrol car pull over, and I hear the cops screaming at me to get out. So I get out, and I point my wallet at the cop with the intent for it to be confused with a gun, so that I could be.
Okay. And was that something you were thinking about?
Yes.
I know. What I'm saying is,
Even beforehand, I premeditated as an attempted by cop.
you wanted to by the police.
Yes.
Okay. Can I ask why you decided to equip yourself with a wallet and not something else?
I was worried. I was thinking about purchasing a toy gun,
Right.
but I was kind of paranoid that for whatever reason, the rental company would ask to see my pockets or any bag if I chose to bring that. So I decided to go as stealthy as possible so no one suspects anything.
Okay. All right. Nevertheless, you get out of the van. The officer correct me if I'm wrong, because I want to make sure I get this right. You get out of the van because the officer orders you out?
Yes.
Okay. And you want to by police. So you point your wallet at him?
Yes.
Okay. And do you say anything to the officer?
I actually told him that I had a gun in my pocket, which was untrue.
Right.
Then I twice stuck my left hand in my pocket and attempted to do this just to provoke a reaction.
Okay.
He unfortunately he didn't react.
Right.
So then I ended up being ordered to the ground. So I knew at that point he's not going to me. So I've lost. So I had no choice but to just get on the ground.
Okay, so just walk me through this step by step, because I'm a little confused. So you get out of the van, so you turn right, you can't see, you hear the police, you know they're coming, you see the police officer approach, you stop your vehicle, you realize this is the end. He orders you out, you get out of the van.
Yes.
Now your plan was to by cop. So you said you reached into your pocket twice.
Originally I the entire time I was holding my wallet with my right hand, but then when I saw that wasn't working, I reached into my pocket with my left hand and quickly pulled it out and formed my hand into the shape of a gun like this.
Okay.
With the hope that he would panic and shoot me. That of course didn't happen.
Okay. And how many times did you do that?
Twice.
With your left hand? And all the while you had your
wallet
with the other hand?
right hand.
Okay. And so, realizing that the officer wasn't going to you, what did you do at that point?
I realized I had no choice but to get on the ground because I was probably going to be tackled anyways or tased, and if I'm going to live, I'd rather not encounter a physically painful experience. So I decided I have no choice but to admit defeat at that point.
Right. Okay. And so when you say admit defeat, what did you do?
I got on the ground.
Okay. And in terms of how did you get on the ground?
Well, I turned around, I got on my knees, and then I got on flat on the ground.
Face down?
Yes.
Okay. And then what happened?
Then he put his knee in me, on my back,
okay.
And then he handcuffed me.
Okay.
And another officers arrived and pinned me down as well.
Alek Minassian was charged with 10 counts of first-degree murder and 16 counts of attempted murder. Alek Minassian was sentenced to life in prison with no possibility of parole for 25 years. From a deadly van attack to a staged kidnapping, both cases show how fear and deception can turn ordinary moments into chaos for officers. If you made it this far, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps support the channel.
You want me to grab some shoes inside, or you just want to go no shoes?
On February 10th, 2021, Arizona police responded to a call from a man claiming he had been kidnapped, sparking a swift and extensive law enforcement response.
You got any prints or anything around that?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to look for.
Yeah, so just be careful.
We took pictures of him tied up and the bandana. The bandana was already out of his mouth, but he was still tied up with the belt.
Okay. Yeah, come around on the back side if you would. Looks like you got a. Is that us?
They removed it.
Is that our print?
Yeah, that's gonna be nice.
Okay.
I got pictures, but he was legit hardcore tied up.
Brandon, what happened?
I have no clue. I was getting ready for work. Just after I dropped my son off on daycare.
What time was that?
7:50, 8 o'clock this morning.
You've been tied up all that time?
I'm not exactly sure.
Did they get you out of the truck? Where's your son?
He's in daycare.
Okay. So, were you in the car? How?
At my house.
They came into your house?
I was in my car at my house.
Okay. Did they drag you out of the car? What happened?
They showed up and they were asking me different questions, and I don't remember exactly what it was. And then they were saying, take a ride with us, and I was trying to tell them no. And then next thing I remember, I got hit with something. And then a little
hit in the head?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then a little bit later, I was in the back of a car. They were talking about something about where my dad is and a bunch of money. I'm sitting there trying to tell them that my dad's in prison.
Who were they? What did they look like?
One guy was like 50s, really long black hair and in a braid.
White, black,
White.
Hispanic?
White with the tattoos on his arms.
Do you remember what the tattoos looked like?
One of them looked like a bear.
Which arm was it on? Do you remember?
This
On his left arm? Like down here?
right about the wrist.
Oh, about here? Okay.
So, kind of
on the inside?
Half of what my tattoo is.
Right here?
Yeah.
And it looked like a bear?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember what was on that arm?
This arm, it just looked like there was an arrow.
An arrow on his right arm?
Like
Okay.
a bow and arrow.
A bow and arrow? Okay. And was he white too?
Yes.
Had you ever seen them before?
I have not, but their voices were familiar.
Okay. Is there somebody that's mad at you? Is there anybody that you can think of that's upset with you right now?
Not in this state.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying, is nobody would have been looking for you?
They over and over said they were looking for my dad.
Did they mention your dad's name? Do they know your dad?
While officers tended to him, he recounted a tense encounter outside his home.
And if they know him, then they know he's in prison, right?
I'm not sure. I know he's up in Mexico. He went to prison shortly after I moved out of New Mexico.
Okay. And so when you were in the back of, how'd you end up here?
I have no clue. I don't remember anything after they threw me out of the car.
They threw you out of the car here?
Yes.
Okay. And are they the ones that tied you up?
Yes.
Okay. And all they would tell you was that he's shaking, yeah. And all they would tell you is that they were looking for your dad. They wouldn't say anything else.
They said that my dad sent me a bunch of money and they were looking for it, but I honestly have no clue what they're talking about.
Okay.
I haven't seen my dad in over 2 years. He's been in prison for 2 years.
And you think they were both in their 50s?
Roughly about 50s.
Roughly in their 50s? Okay. And, but you'd never seen them before?
Never seen them.
What kind of car did they have?
I couldn't tell, but the interior was all black.
The interior was black? And do you remember what color the outside was?
Like a dark green, almost black.
Dark green, but almost black?
Yes.
Okay.
Almost black. Really an older car.
Older?
It wasn't newer, but it wasn't really old.
Okay. So maybe this is 2021, so maybe 2004, 2005 old, or are you talking 90s?
Around like early 2000s.
Early 2000s. I was going to say, you work at a tire factory. You're pretty close on your cars, I would think, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so early 2000s.
It's early
Dark
2000s.
green, almost black car with black cloth interior.
Yes.
Okay. Did they hurt you any? Did they beat you up? They hit you in the head, you said.
It felt like a piece of wood.
That hit you in the head?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I turned around and told them I didn't know them and I didn't want to talk to them, so I tried to get back in the car.
Okay.
And then that's when I got hit and I fell to the ground.
So you were kind of standing up by your car talking to them?
Yeah.
Were you by your driver's door or? Okay. Are these people you've seen at anybody else's house that you were at?
No,
Any idea why they would think that you have money?
I have no clue.
Okay.
And I don't know them, but they know me. Well, they were calling me by my name.
They were calling you by your first name, by Brandon? Did they know your last name?
They didn't say anything.
Okay. And did they, Did they park at your house? Did they park across the street? Where were they parked? Do you remember?
Right in front of my house.
Okay, so were you in a driveway?
Yes, I was in my driveway.
Okay, so you're in the driveway and you're standing by the driver's door of your car when they approached you?
Can you say that one more time?
So you were in your driveway and you were standing outside the driver's door of your car when they approached you?
Yes.
Okay. And when you responded to them and said you didn't want to go, is that when they hit you in the head?
Yes, when I turned around to get back in my car.
The man, identified as Brandon Souls, recounted a tense, shadowed encounter with two figures, one approaching after he resisted, a sudden strike, and then both disappearing, leaving him shaken as officers arrived.
Okay. Were they both standing there or just one?
Just one of them at first, and then the second one started coming up after I told them I didn't know what they were talking about.
Okay, so they were both standing there then when you got hit in the head. So you don't know, do you know which one hit you?
No, I don't.
Do you remember what they were wearing?
One was wearing like a black coat, like a pullover hoodie.
Okay.
And the other one was wearing like a plaid shirt, a button-up shirt.
And the one that was wearing the hoodie, is that the one you told me, the first one that you talked to, the one that looked to you like his, the long black hair and the braid, was wearing the black hoodie?
Yes.
And what did the other guy look like?
He had really short hair. It was blonde.
Like shaved when you say short, or do you mean like...
Somewhere a mix between his and mine.
Okay, so a little bit longer than his?
Yes.
Okay, and short on the sides, like
yes. And he was a heavier set dude.
Okay, when you say heavier set, did he look heavy? He was
like, pardon my words, but fat.
Okay.
Obese.
Okay, so he was on the fat side, on the obese side. Okay, and the other one was thin, you said.
Yes, skinnier than me.
Oh, really skinny. How tall do you think he was?
Taller than me.
How tall are you?
5'10", 5'11".
So you think he was 6 foot?
Roughly, about 6 foot.
About 6 foot. And what about how tall do you think the other guy was, the heavyset guy?
About the same same height as me.
About 5'10", or
yes.
yeah, 5'10". Almost got my numbers mixed up. Okay.
Can you get him over to Journey?
Do you feel like you're hurt anywhere else?
No, it's just my head and my hands.
Okay, but your legs are okay? You don't feel any pain in your legs?
Where on your head does it hurt? Where they hit you?
Go ahead and get in touch with the on-call detective.
Does that hurt? Yes. Okay, so there's a little bump right here.
You guys see the last name? Hey, Brandon, what's your date of birth?
Does it hurt anywhere else?
No.
Okay.
So you didn't make it to work today, or did you?
No, he's saying that they've had him tied up all day and then kicked him out of the car over here. Any idea how long you've been sitting here, if you had to guess?
A couple hours, I'm not exactly sure.
A couple hours here? Okay. When they left, do you remember which way they went?
That way.
They drove out that way? Okay. Hey guys, get some cones and block this off right here, and on the other side he's saying that this pathway is the way the car left. So let's put some cones up and kind of make a perimeter on that.
Can we get him over to the gurney and get a set of vitals?
Absolutely. Are you okay to move, you think?
Yeah.
Okay. I know he's freezing. He's shaking, shivering.
What's up, man? Get this blanket underneath your cold.
Brandon was barely able to piece together what had happened. The officers listened carefully to his hazy recollections, noting the shadowy descriptions, all while working to secure the scene.
And you can't think of a reason that anybody would come looking for you. Like you don't owe anybody any money. You don't.
The only reason I would know is all this that my dad was doing up in New Mexico, and it's the reason why he's in prison. And I was involved in it, but not like involved in it.
So you think these guys would come from New Mexico to find you? Was it that bad of stuff? I mean,
my dad was like stealing cars.
Okay, but I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying, was it bad enough that you think they would come from up there to find you?
I think so, because they're looking for my Uncle Dallin as well, who's actually on the run from the cops.
Okay.
And supposedly he's down here somewhere.
Okay.
I haven't seen him in 2 years either.
Okay. Do you remember them getting you out of the car anywhere else? Were you in that car the whole time, or did they stop somewhere else?
I don't remember stopping anywhere else.
You just remember riding around? You guys just rode around?
I remember we rode around for a little bit while they were asking me where my dad was, and then they stopped, and I don't remember anything after that.
Okay. Do you know, if I had to ask you, what time do you think it is right now?
12:30?
12:30 afternoon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somewhere around.
What would you say if I told you it's about 6?
Is it really?
Yeah. So that's why I'm asking. Did you guys ride around all day long? Because you're telling me you think it's only been 4 or 5 hours that you were with them.
I really have no clue.
Okay.
I don't remember a couple hours.
Okay. And I'm going to ask you this. Take away the cup for just a second, okay? I'm just going to ask you this because we need to know. Have you done any today or alcohol?
No, not today.
Nothing today. When was the last time you did, sweetheart?
I smoked yesterday.
Okay. Did you choice or did you do anything else?
I don't do anything else.
Nothing else?
No.
Okay.
I smoke to control my anger management and my bipolar.
Okay. Okay. No problem with that. What about alcohol? Do you drink alcohol?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I have alcohol in my fridge from like a year ago.
Okay, so the only thing you had was yesterday and that was...
Yes.
Okay.
And that was around 9 o'clock last night.
Okay. Okay. Do you take medications?
No, I don't.
Okay, nothing for your bipolar or anything like that?
No, I don't like my medications, so I don't take them.
Okay.
I haven't taken them in over a year.
Okay. All right. Can you think of anything that was said or any place that you went or that you saw that I haven't asked you that maybe you can tell me? Can you think of any?
They said that they were going up to Winslow, Arizona to find my uncle.
Okay, they think your uncle's in Winslow? And tell me your uncle's name again?
Dallin Webster.
Dallin Webster.
Brandon was moved to the hospital, dazed and struggling to piece things together. Bits of names and vague intentions lingered in his account, while those who brought him there had vanished, leaving only questions in their wake.
Right, so where you said you just told her you're in the desert. Where was that?
I can't remember the name of the street, but it was like right behind the water tower.
Okay.
Over by that park, across the street from there, across from the train tracks.
On the east side of the tracks or the other side?
I was on the side closer to Main Street.
Okay. Do you have anybody in town that's up with you?
No, not that I know of. I know that my Uncle Dallin is here and there every once in a while. Mm-hmm. Sometimes he's in town, sometimes he's not. Sometimes he's in different states, sometimes he's not. But he's been looking for my dad. He doesn't believe anybody when we tell him that my dad's in prison. Supposedly, from what my Uncle Dallin says, is him and my dad were supposed to be bearing a lot of money together. I don't really have much to do with my uncle anymore because he's on the run from the cops. He's got several warrants out for his arrest.
Your uncle and your dad were supposed to be bearing money somewhere?
Yeah. We were talking about that up in New Mexico when I was living there.
When did you last live there?
March 23rd, 2019.
So a year and a half ago?
Yes.
Or 2 years ago almost?
Yes.
That's when you moved back. And your uncle Dallin?
Yes. He supposedly he's staying in Roosevelt, Arizona, right behind the
lake.
Yeah, right behind the resort with my grandparents. But I know that he's got warrants out for his arrest for several occasions, like different ones. He's got several in New Mexico, a couple in Colorado, and several down here.
What did the people that were driving in the car, did they say anything to you?
They were like sitting there, they were like, we know that he's lying. And I was just laying on the back seat and I wasn't saying anything to them, and they would look back at me every once in a while and ask me, where's your dad?
Did they say they took where they were taking you?
No, they didn't, but they said they were on their way up to Winslow to find my uncle.
How long were you in the car with them?
I don't really know because at one point I felt like I fell asleep.
and then we were sitting right where they threw me out of the car for a really long time. Just sitting there, they were talking, and I was just sitting there. They were talking about they wasted their time driving all the way down here, and I don't know, they didn't say from where. And then they opened the door and threw me out, and they were just staring down at me, and they got in the car.
Layers of chaos and fear surfaced as Brandon recounted his past. The memories were fragmented, leaving only a lingering sense of turmoil and unease.
Is it weird that this happened today to you?
Yeah, I had the feeling something like it would happen, because there's always people threatening me about it. But I just
Who
always
threatens you about that kind of stuff?
Like, my Uncle Dallin has threatened it. My dad has threatened it.
What's Dallin? Is it Dallin?
D-A-L-I-N.
What's his last name?
Webster.
He's a bad dude and he stays with your grandparents in Roosevelt?
Well, he's not. What kind of? I mean, yeah, in a
He does bad stuff. I mean, does bad stuff, and I'm a bad dude to you. I mean, my family member does something bad. I still,
Yeah.
I get it.
There's times. He's an ass. He stole my first truck and wrecked it. Like, completely totaled it.
That's not good.
But he's a addict. He's an outlaw. He rides a motorcycle no matter what, all the time. He's one of those guys that his style, he's stuck in the 50s. Like he's a 50s kid. He's like 34 years old. He's got 2 kids, but he does a lot of he shoots all the time.
Yes, she's got into the bathroom. I gave her a tray.
Did he ever you into that?
He tried to, but I told him
Okay.
no.
Tried you into the
We got in a
age
big
and all
fight
that?
about it. When I was living up there, him and my dad forced me by gunpoint to snort.
Wow. Your dad? When did your dad go in?
The end of March, I believe. It was like 2
So
weeks.
he just right before you left?
No, he got arrested right after I left.
Right after you left, he got busted.
Yes, right after I left. He got busted driving a truck from Aztec, New Mexico to Durango, Colorado with like 5 keys of coke.
No, I just wanted to check in.
So you got you to in one time, or?
No, she hasn't got her yet.
That's I didn't like it. I was up for like 3 days straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't the doctor.
And then when I got back down here, I had a whole like mental breakdown, and that's why I ended up going to Banner Behavioral and
He hinted that some family members were aware of past troubles, but others remained in the dark about his current whereabouts. Layers of secrecy and shifting connections hung over the situation, leaving the full picture unclear.
How does he know? Does he know where you live?
Yes, he does.
How does he know that?
He's been to my house several times. Before my mom moved out, he's been over there several times.
Within the last 2 years, or before 2 years? Because you said you haven't seen him in 2 years.
Yes, but before 2 years. Before I moved to New Mexico, him and my dad would come visit and come over to the house.
Okay. I mean, he knows that you were living there, but is your grandma, was she living there too? Or thinking, no, she lives over a different house.
Yes, my mom just moved out of 335 Kennedy. She brought the house right next to my grandma. Dallin does not know that my mom moved out of that house. He doesn't know that I'm still living there. He thinks I'm living by myself with my wife in a different house.
Okay.
So he doesn't know exactly what house I live in, but he does know I live in Coolidge.
Oh my gosh. Does anything
Okay.
not eating?
I mean,
Well, that's not sustainable.
do other people in your family know about Dallin and your dad and the schemes and the stuff that they do?
Yes, everyone does.
Your mom, your grandma, and everybody.
They don't know all of it, but they know the basics.
So if I told them, I asked them,
It'll be fine. It'll go away.
give them the gist, they would say that that's plausible?
Yes.
Okay. About your...
See, my brother knows everything. because I told him everything.
Your brother? You told your brother what happened today?
Oh no, I haven't told him about what happened today. But like I told him everything that my uncle and my dad has done to me. But I think my brother's still working right now. I haven't talked to him in a couple days.
Weeks later, authorities appeared at his doorstep, their presence hinting at a deeper scrutiny over the events he had reported.
Hey, it's Brian here, Brandon, yeah.
Yeah, let me go grab him. Hold on just a second. You want to come inside?
Yeah, we need to talk to him about some follow-up the other day.
He's coming to me right now.
This one grabs. Sure.
How you doing, Brandon? You got some shoes?
No, we don't.
We're going to the station.
Why not going to the station?
We gotta clear some stuff up, like you said.
Clear some stuff up. So right now you're going to be under arrest for false reporting.
Okay. Just put your hands behind your back. Or...
I just want to tell you, we know a lot, and if you want to help yourself, you need to be honest with us when we interview you. Because everything we know from the last few days...
We've been doing our homework, so...
Yeah.
You want me to grab some shoes inside, or you just want to go no shoes?
You want to guys get some shoes?
No, it doesn't matter.
You want to tell your girlfriend?
Is your car unlocked? I'll pull the car up. Is it unlocked?
I can
Leave it here, or... Honestly,
I don't know if you know what's going on, if you can fight me, but we know there's a lot of things that the story does not make sense.
Okay.
And so that's what we're getting for false reporting.
Okay.
So we're pretty positive he made the whole thing up, and it's all on video.
Okay.
Officers guided him toward the station, the air tense as they prepared to confront him about the earlier events, every step building toward the answers they had been seeking.
We told you some information about us having videos, changed your story to fit that, and now we do our job, and we just want to know the truth. We didn't come and get you because we didn't find out new information. We've been doing a lot of work. So I'm not going to go divulge all this because I don't want you to change your story to meet that. So I just want you to be honest with me and tell me what happened the other day.
I made up a story because I'm tired of my Uncle Alan threatening me, and I know you guys don't do anything if it's just a threat. So I made up a story to get my Uncle Alan arrested before I even knew he was in prison.
You made that story up just to get him arrested?
Yeah.
Well, why'd you do that?
Because he's threatening me.
How is he threatening you?
Threats.
Through what? Through what?
The money that my dad wants.
Well, how is he contacting you?
Phone. Through his phone number.
Because we didn't find nothing on your phone.
I know, I told you guys I deleted everything.
You deleted it? And Facebook? We got a search warrant here for your Facebook and for Dallin's Facebook.
Okay.
Dallin's your uncle, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
You know he's been in jail though, right? He's been in jail. There's no way he could have done it. He's been locked up.
For how long has he been locked up?
January 8th.
Since January 8th.
I didn't know that he got arrested until the night that I was in the hospital.
Yeah, we confirmed.
He's been in jail since January, and that's Hewitt County Jail that confirmed it.
Okay.
Look, Brandon, I haven't seen you in a couple of years. You're a nice kid. When I saw you, I was definitely surprised. And I'm not saying what happened is justified, but I think if you just we all make mistakes. I made mistakes. We have officers here, no longer officers, because they made mistakes, and the big thing is lying. You don't want to be known as a liar. I think if you just come truth, shoot, I'll go down today, because you're going to see a judge today in Georgie, and we'll tell you. This could, right now you're looking at a misdemeanor, big deal. and then you might get a fine. Who knows what's going to happen? But through our evidence, I think you didn't want to go to work. There's a timeline. You missed work Monday because your wife had a miscarriage. But your wife goes to work on Monday. Tuesday, no call, no show. This has been confirmed. Wednesday, no call, no show. And you said you got 7:50. I mean, I'm just telling you what we have. This is all going to be. This is all. And then you left your house at 3:57 or 13:57.
1:57. Yeah, 2 o'clock.
I mean, I don't want to call you a liar, and I think you made a mistake. I'm not judging you at all. I have kids, and they all. But I mean, it's probably just time to man up and just be honest with. Just say, hey, this is what happened. I'm sorry. I apologize. And then you learn.
Detectives pressed, noting inconsistencies as he spoke. But not for long his plan held. The case would now move into official review.
But the main reason we got involved is because the tied up, and then your story kept changing.
I know.
I mean, I understand. I do.
Yeah.
I 100%. You guys. I know you're going through a lot, and this is just something we have to deal with. But I mean, your girlfriend seems like a real nice girl. I mean, I think she. I think if I was her father, I have kids her age. I'd want to. If she stayed with you as a father, I say, just be honest, just man up. I mean, I know you might have some, but is it down really the issue?
A little bit, not the full issue, but a little bit.
I mean, why didn't you want to go? Why haven't you been going to work? Why weren't you not going to work the week?
Well, for one, he was threatening me. He threatened me Monday. That was it. Then Monday, I had a miscarriage, so that's just been messing with my head.
Yeah, I agree. I know it's not. It can't be.
And then what happened on Tuesday?
Tuesday, I just didn't want to get up.
And then what'd you do on Wednesday then?
Slept.
You just didn't want to get up? Feeling bummed out? How'd you get down over by the water tower?
I walked.
And then what'd you do when you got there?
Me and my friend Christian sat there and talked for a little while.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, we just sat there and talked.
And then what happened after that?
I told him to tie my hands behind my back and put the bandana in my mouth and to go home.
Was it your belt?
Yes, it was. It was the one I was wearing.
What'd you guys talk about?
What'd you
guys talk about?
Well, I was telling him about the miscarriage, and he told me everything was going to be all right. And then we just sat there talking about everyday things. We sat there and hung out for like 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. And he agreed to tie you up?
Yeah. I told him that was a prank.
So, that's why, I mean, so you kind of made it worse when you went on Coolidge Chat, because then things got worse. I read something that got deleted since, but so how it made it worse on you. I'm just being honest, because now people are out there, not so much saying what happened, but they're afraid, hey, this happened in our city.
I mean, you saw how everybody was all freaked out about these fugitives, and then we have these other police chases and
we just had a bad shooting. You probably didn't know.
And then we have these shootings and stuff going on.
Yeah, we had a shooting on when was it, last week? It was nothing related to you, of course, but right on 500 block of Harding, like over 20 rounds of shots. And then Sunday, was it Sunday or Monday, another shooting occurred, nothing. But so everything, and now people talk, how this small city is, and so now they're just thinking, there's people running. That's why we're here today. But I appreciate you being honest with us. You're going to be charged with false info, which we can work with.
Detectives leaned in, questioning him about the incident. He admitted to orchestrating a prank, struggling to explain the rest, while the officers noted every hesitation and half-truth.
I'm sorry, have you told your girlfriend the truth?
No, not really.
I'd recommend as soon as you get home time, you tell her that I would apologize. The only thing is that just based off some of that, I feel bad for your girlfriend because here she is working, thinking everything, she's trying to make ends meet, and we need to try to help. You gotta be careful by what you said when you accused Bob Dallin, is because now, when he finds out about this, I'm sure he will, if he hasn't, it's the way he thinks it's gonna make him feel. It's gonna make it worse on you, he's probably gonna wanna come after you. I'm sorry,
I mean, why didn't you ever want to report his threats or anything?
It's the last time I've reported threats and nothing happened about it.
When did you do that?
2 years ago.
In New Mexico, or? You told me that you guys have had a history. Your mom even confirmed that there's a history between him. You didn't sound like the homeless guy on the up and up, right?
No, me and my Uncle Donald's always had an up and down relationship. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. When he's doing drugs, we don't get along.
But another thing you made a mistake, I'm just letting you know, because so again, is you implicated that guy over in Florence. That guy's a hardened criminal too.
What's the story with that guy in Florence? Why'd you throw his name in the mix?
Dave?
We went out there.
Tom is his name, I guess. That guy lives in that double.
The guy who told me at the double Y.
Oh, that was completely fake.
No,
well, that guy is a addict, like you told me. Why'd you drop his name in the mix?
Oh, I have no clue.
That's what I'm saying.
Pointed out a random house and said his name's Dave.
Well, you got it pretty much right, except then that guy's definitely, we went to his house and he denied, but he's a hardened criminal, been in and out of DOC a long time. So we didn't tell him your name, but I'm just saying you got hit. So I mean, that's, see where I'm going is now it causes you more trouble in the future. He's probably gonna let it go, I'm sure, because he doesn't know who you are. I doubt he reads our reports, but I'm just letting you know that the house you said is a known heroin house.
Okay.
I mean, you didn't just make that up on the...
Have you been to that double wide before?
No, I've never been to that house. I just pointed out the house.
I mean, I got your hospital records and everything, blood toxicology and everything, right?
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do to get past this now? What are you gonna...
Well,
I mean, now I gotta confirm this. I mean, is Christian gonna confirm? Yeah, is he gonna be straight with me? I mean, is that part true?
Yeah.
He tied you up?
Christian, you know who it is?
Who? I don't know who's...
He's a big fat guy. His name's Christian Johnson. Hedgeduke. I don't know if his last name's Hedgeduke or Johnson.
How do you know him?
I've grown up with him.
How old is he? You say you are?
17, 18. I think he just turned 18.
Where's he live at?
Right behind the DMV.
Can you just call him up? Or how'd you get a hold of him to meet you there?
Oh, I walked over to his house.
Oh, then you, okay. So you
told him you were pranking? I'm like, how's that a prank to tie somebody up?
Brandon Souls was charged with filing a false police report and obstruction of justice. On February 18th, Brandon Souls pleaded guilty at a sentencing hearing to false reporting and was ordered to pay a $550 fine. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this. Drop a comment below and let us know what you think. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you in the next one.